Thank you for stopping by. I will be reading about reflexology today for those who are familiar with reflexology. The origins of reflexology, modern reflexology, is less than 100 years old, but promoting healing through the feet and hands has been practiced by many cultures for centuries, even as far back as the ancient Egyptians, since its development during the course of the 20th century. From zone therapy theory in the USA, reflexology has always been holistic in nature, treating an individual as more than just a set of symptoms, and well being as much more than a mere absence of healing. A history of reflexology. There is evidence that reflexology was practiced way back in time by many different cultures throughout the world. Although we cannot actually determine the true relationship between reflexology as understood by the Egyptians 4,000 years ago and the practice as we know it today, it is established that the ancient Egyptians used many different healing skills. The hostilic healing and universal energy. Healing is not easy to define, although most people have an intimate sense of what they mean by it. For the majority of us, notions of healing are likely to be based on our own experience of disease and illness. In some cultures, illness is believed to be caused by bad spirits, perhaps brought about the sufferer's own wrong actions, by the wrath of God, or imposed by another malicious person. A shaman and medicine woman or witch doctor will often heal the afflicted person by contracting these malign human and spiritual influence with his or her own powers, while some people may regard this as superstitious nonsense. For those living within such a culture, the experience are real enough and are in the least evidence of the power of the belief and suggestion. Who does reflexology help? Just about everyone, from tiny babies to the very elderly, can benefit from the reflexology. It is important to understand that reflexology is not just for helping sick people become well. It is all about maintaining health and keeping the body in the best possible condition. Clinical evidence. Although only a few clinical trials have been carried out to gauge the benefits of reflexology, those that have been published have proved most encouraging and have also received many accounts over the years from reflexology practitioners about the results they have seen in their practical areas of specialization. Some of these are described below, such as cancer, control of blood pressure, reducing pain levels, general fatigue, and headaches. How does reflexology work? Each part and function of the body is represented by a corresponding reflex point on the body's extremities, most particularly the feet, which can cluster of ultrasensitive nerve endings. By stimulating these points, a trained reflexologist can release tensions, clear blockages, and help the body to heal many malfunctions. Understanding how the feet are a map of the entire body is key to learning reflexology skills. Using reflexology on the hands. An understanding of principles of hand reflexology comes into its own when a patient arrives in your practice with strained ankle or an ulcerated foot, which makes treating the feet impossible. In these circumstances, you can treat the hands instead. Autonomy of the hand. The human hand's ability to perform all manner of intricate and fine movements is quite remarkable. The articulation of the hand is more complex than that of the hands or paws belonging to another animal, to any other animal, enabling humans to use a wide variety of tools and implements. Hand relaxation exercise. Hand relaxation exercise are special techniques that are used at the beginning of a treatment session, during a treatment, and at the end of the session. As in a foot reflexology treatment, the exercise are important because they relax the hand and create and contact between the patient and the practitioner. The immune system, our resistance to illness, and how quickly and effectively we combat it. It is controlled by our immune system. This complex system involves many different parts of the body and is strengthened and weakened by how we treat it from birth. Reflexology can boost the immune system, helping us get well and stay well. Now, I must say, I am not a doctor. I advise to you before you begin any holistic treatment or remedy or herb remedy, consult your physician, a licensed physician. That's my advice to you, and get your yearly checkup for those who can afford, to go to the doctor. Endocrine disorders helped by reflexology. Stress and the endocrine system are closely linked, and so the endocrine conditions for which reflexology can achieve the best results are tension states. Stress is the main, not destructive. In fact, we all need to be stressed at times to be able to achieve anything. It is how the body copes in the stress that is all important. Some individuals thrive on stress situations. They often go through life creating situations to activate stress levels in the body because they perform better when in an emotional charged state. Stress related problems. It is when we are tense all the time that troubles in our health begin. We hold tension in our neck and shoulders, hence from the phrase, he's a real pain in the neck. How stress manifests itself throughout the body varies from person to person. But following are just a few of the common symptoms: migraine, indigestion, angina, asthma, and back pain. The nervous system. The nervous system consists of central nervous system comprising the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, the sensory and motor nerves throughout the body that relay information to and from the central system. Thank you. Just giving you an intake about reflexology. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.